Spread your wings. For young people leaving home, even leaving the state, is a rite of passage. But Mississippi may be losing many of its best and brightest to other jobs in other states. Universities are now looking at ways to support business efforts from young alums. Our Desmond Matthews joins us in the studio with more. Desmond?
50% of Mississippi college students leave the state as soon as they graduate and get their diploma. That's according to Mississippi State Auditor's Office on the study on brain drain. And while that doesn't come as a surprise to college instructors at MSU, student advisors and mentors are working to keep growing their businesses closer to home.
Students at Mississippi State University pitch ideas once a month in front of members of the E-Center on campus in an effort to get money to support their entrepreneurship ideas. Some students already have their businesses off the ground and just need the funding to make their mark throughout the state and beyond.
I think Mississippi overall is growing. There's a lot more startup opportunity in Mississippi, especially with the startup funding outside.
Being from Mississippi, if I could expand it, that'll be a good example for young people that would like to start a clothing brand or something else, just to see me as an example.
Recent research shows that many college students leave the state for jobs, money, and a better quality of life. This can also be called brain drain. But at Mississippi State, educators are looking to find ways to keep the younger generation at home.
And it's not just jobs, it's not just education, it is also creating a place where socially it's attractive for them to stay.
Jeffrey Rupp is over the E-Center on MSU's campus and the startup program. He says in order to keep folks here, it starts with those in higher positions.
The leadership of the state has to really make a concerted effort as to why would young people want to stay here.
Rupp and his team saw an opportunity to support student-run businesses and encourage long-term commitments to stay in Mississippi.
One way to do that is entrepreneurship. We have over 100 student startups here at State worth over $30 million, and most of them have stayed in the state and gone back to their hometowns, opened up their businesses and created jobs and some economic churn in the community.
This year alone, MSU has raised over $70,000 for young entrepreneurs looking to fund their ideas. And it's not just students that Rupp wants to support.
We want to get folks who come to visit or come to school here. We want to get them thinking that this is a place I want to stay. This is a place I want to stay because of the quality of life, because of the cost of living, because it's a good place to raise a family.
Just last week, more than 36 students pitched at the Startup Summit, and MSU gave out over $30,000.